Put your hands up! Put your hands up! Put your hands up! Put them up! Put your hands up! 3.
Officer Salvosa, I'd like to now play for the jury a third video. Do you recall that your body-worn camera continues on past that point, beyond the point, and actually captures your interaction with the vehicle and ultimately the response by the group of officers?
Yes, sir.
And you've had an opportunity to review that prior to trial, correct?
Yes, sir.
At this time, the state offers Exhibit 39. That's a portion of Officer Salvosa's body-worn camera.
Any objection? 39. There being no objection, 39 will be admitted and you may publish.
Thank you, Your Honor. This video is a bit longer, Officer Salvosa, correct? It's about 16 minutes long?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You will be given an opportunity to discuss issues if they come up. Could we please play that, Mr. Miller?
Saying that she's tired of being a Democrat because of the African-American that she's
3219, PI accident, 63rd and Catherine Drive, fled from 38 stop, start north on the Reds.
Did you recognize the voice on this video?
Yes, sir.
And whose voice was that?
My voice, sir.
Did you hear yourself say, start north on the Reds?
Yes, sir.
Could you tell the jury what that means?
North Memorial Ambulance is the ambulance company that provides services to Brooklyn Center. So when we refer to them as North, so that would basically refer to an ambulance. On the Reds means the fastest response possible.
Okay. Lights and sirens.
Yes, sir.
Okay. You can continue.
Put your hands up! 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 Put them up! Put your hands up!
3219, several at gunpoint, 63rd and Catherine Drive. Start north on the Reds and start 2 rigs. We've got a civilian car injured as well. As soon as we get additional cars, I'll check for injuries. Suspects are not compliant. They're moving around.
Put your hands up!
Hey, sir, stay there. Stay there.
You directed someone to stay there. Do you know who you were talking to at that time?
I believe it was the person in the injured vehicle.
Which injured vehicle?
The Subaru that was hit head-on in front of me, sir.
Okay, and can you actually see the other vehicle on your screen now?
It's just in the corner by my door frame. You can kind of see it right outside my door frame.
Okay. Right outside your door frame in the way left side of this image?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You can continue, Mr. Miller.
Put your hands up! Lower the window! Lower the window!
Ma'am, are you okay? Stay there. Stay there. 3219. We'll take 2 rigs, stage them a couple blocks out. What's that? 3219. The driver is not breathing. I'll take an additional squad and we'll yank him out. But get him here on the Reds. I'm by myself holding him at gunpoint. $3,219, make it 3 rigs. I got 1 male not breathing, 1 female with facial lacerations, and then I've got another civilian car that I have not been able to check on yet. Incoming squad, come to me at 63rd and Catherine so we can get the driver out and the passenger, and then we'll have to check on anyone else after, but the driver is not breathing according to the passenger. Passenger's moving around, I can't see him, but we're going to need to extricate him if he's not breathing. So I'll wait for additional, let's come up with the plan. Okay, so female passenger, driver.
I just wanted to pause quickly. 2:06 and right on the dot. Would you agree that that's the timestamp that the video is paused at this time?
Yes, sir.
And in your leftmost view on this screen, do you see the number 1683?
Yes, sir.
Could you tell the jury what you're seeing at this time?
I'm seeing one of the first officers to arrive, which would be a Brooklyn Park squad.
Okay. And I won't interrupt at this time. You're going to begin to explain the situation to him, I assume?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
He's not breathing. 3 from the traffic stop, and then they crashed. 3-2-19, the suspect I'm at gunpoint at is a flee from 38 stop. Ma'am, get out of the car! Passenger, get out of the car! Get out of the car! Get out of the car so we can take care of him! Get out of the car! Yes, you! Get out of the car so we can help him! Get out of the car!
Just grab a bunker if you got one. You got a bunker?
Copy that. Ma'am, put your hands up.
I'm behind you.
Okay, he's not. Yep, I see him. He's not breathing.
Okay.
Here,
How many other people are in it?
just 2.
There's 2 more in it.
One in the back.
You got a 40? All right. Let's have you guys come up from behind then. There's one still.
He's not breathing.
We'll deal with that when we deal with it.
Copy that. I can't see the back seat.
So the back seat possibly has a passenger still moving around. Do we have anybody who has a bunker? My sergeant's coming with me. Okay. Let's wait till we have one then.
Yep. I'm in no rush. Someone go check on that car, see if they're okay. So he hit that car and crashed too.
3207, if we can still get a bunker to 63rd and Catherine.
300, we've got a bunker coming up. Yes, that one in the squad here is clear bunker.
63, oh, that's too far down. I copy. We got one out of the car, still got 2 in there. Can't see what the one in the back seat's doing.
Fire 16, I'll be arriving.
You want to bring your 40 up here? Oh, you got it there? Don't. That's fine. That'll work. Take back!
Washington and Robbie.
63rd and Catherine with the, if you have the bunker. Okay. That's it? Okay. Oh, we see one in the front passenger seat.
Can you guys make sure no one else is in that vehicle?
You guys want to come up from behind? Would it? You think so? All right, bring it around then. We can do it. We can bring it around. You stay here. I'm gonna
Copy that.
check that.
White, Buick, plate status, expired, 1. State records hit.
Hey, Al, is there another person in the back or no?
No.
It's just the driver right now.
Yeah, that's all I can see.
She didn't say there's anyone else?
She doesn't say there's anyone else. I couldn't really see because she was moving around so much.
Your incident is going to be
Yeah, so you, whoever's hater, you're gonna cover through that front window. Okay? And then whoever's on my left, whoever needs to leave on my left,
2011
I want you to clear
White,
that back.
Buick, plate status, expired,
Ready? So
1.
block that window. We're coming up, we're moving up.
Copy that.
Officer Savosa, in the last 2 seconds of this video, first of all, can you identify the timestamp on this video at this time?
It says 2:10 and 55 seconds, sir.
Okay, and some individuals just walked across the screen, correct?
Yes, sir.
Who are those individuals?
Officers from other agencies.
Okay, and what is going on at this time in the video?
They have stacked up and looks like they had a bunker and a rifle and they're approaching the vehicle to clear it.
Okay. Push play.
Jesus fucking Christ. Yeah, he's probably not going to make it. What's it? Not shots fired. What's that? Oh, he did? Oh, I didn't yell shots fired.
I got your keys.
Back.
We don't have exits.
Where's he got the shots?
Does anybody have? Do you have your
Well,
those kits that we just got?
you want to start putting some tape up there?
Yep. Hey, folks, you're going to have to back up. Back up. Back up, folks. Back up to the end of the block, please. By the white car. What's that? No, I'm okay. Thank you. Yep. Hey,
Could you pause at this time? Officer Salvosa, at this time, 2:14 to 21 seconds, would you agree that the audio cut out?
Yes, sir.
And why did the audio cut out?
Me and Officer Fricky had a private conversation.
And in that private conversation, you're able to mute your camera?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Okay.
Who can I talk to about more patients? I don't know. Nobody knows anything.
So, female patient in here, that's the...
Do you recognize the individual you're addressing at this time?
That's a North paramedic.
Okay. So is this the first time that you've encountered the paramedics on the scene?
No, an ambulance drew by earlier in the video, and a bunch of them were walking around.
Okay.
Female patient, there was someone in this car. $219. Does anyone know the patient, where the patient of the Subaru is? Is she okay? We have North here. Damn it. What's that? Yeah, let's.
All the way down the path here.
So by the school, I guess, furthest is the school.
So there were shots fired down there?
I don't know. I didn't hear that. It was a traffic stop. They had one with the warrant. As I'm pulling up this way, the car takes off, hits this Subaru and crashes here. He's got a gunshot wound. I didn't fire him, so I have no idea about that. But obviously he's got shot somewhere between there and here. That's all I
Do we
know.
have anybody else?
No.
You don't know?
So there's a guy that they took into custody, driver, and then the female passenger.
Okay.
So I'm guessing somewhere between there was where the shot was fired. I don't know anything else. Yes, if you would. Start from the school west.
Old people?
Officer Salvosa, do you know who you were addressing at the video at this time, about 2:16?
That's a Brooklyn Park officer.
Okay, and the information you conveyed, is that at the time that you conveyed that information, what you believed occurred?
Yes.
And subsequent to that, you have learned that some of the information you conveyed to that officer was inaccurate, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
They're over here. So North guy's already on them over there. So.
Are we still on the main?
We're still on the main.
I don't know if we need to move it to attack channel, but
Hey, you guys are.
Jesus.
Yeah.
I'm okay.
Sure.
Yeah, thank you guys for coming.
You'd agree again, I hear at 2:17, you've put it on mute.
Yes, sir.
by this time at 2:17 and 30 seconds, had you ascertained the status of Mr. Wright?
I believe so.
And what was that? That he was deceased by this time, correct?
Yes, sir.
In fact, when you look at the view here at 2:17 and 50 seconds, do you see something different with where Mr. Wright's body was located?
Yes, sir.
And what's that?
His body's been covered up with a sheet.
Do you know the name of that officer right there in front of you?
That is Officer Jeff Summers, sir.
From the Brooklyn Center Police Department?
Yes, sir.
Okay, the video is concluded at 2:19. Just have a couple other things I want to show you, Officer Salvosa. Are you aware that other officers at the scene were wearing body-worn camera?
Yes, sir.
And those cameras captured footage of you, correct?
Yes, sir.
And prior to today, you've had an opportunity to review 5 still images from those body-worn camera videos?
Yes, sir.
And they show you captured at different events that you've discussed in your testimony today.
Yes, sir.
Your Honor, at this time, the state will seek to admit exhibits 40 through 44, still images showing Officer Salvosa.
Okay, if there be no objections, 40 to 46 will be admitted into evidence and you may publish them.
Yep, and Your Honor, if I misspoke, I said I meant 40 to 44.
40 to 44, thank you.
Officer Salvosa, you testified earlier that you carried a medical bag to an officer. Could we show Exhibit 40? Do you see yourself carrying those medical bags in the middle of Exhibit 40?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and then quickly to Exhibit 41. What of the 2 bags, what are each of those? What's contained in each of those bags?
So in my left hand, the black and yellow bag would be an AED or defibrillator. In my right hand, the orange bag would be a medical bag with oxygen, bandages, airways, and different things we might use.
And do you remember the name of the officer to whom you gave those bags?
I do not, sir.
Would it have been Officer Summers, perhaps?
Possibly, sir. I'd have to check.
Okay. And you testified earlier that you spoke to Mr. Wright's parents. Could you please put up Exhibit 42? I'm showing you a third image. Do you see yourself in that image?
Yes, sir. I would be the officer kneeling.
And the 2 individuals you identified as Mr. Wright's parents are the ones seated in the retaining wall?
Yes, sir.
Do you know the name of the other officer who's standing behind you?
That'd be Officer Jeff Summers, sir.
Okay. And now Exhibit 43. And would you agree that this still image is from 2:36 and 55 seconds p.m.?
Yes, sir.
And what is shown in this image?
Me having a conversation with Mrs. Wright.
You testified that Sergeant Lorenz asked Officer Irish to escort you to the Brooklyn Center Police Department. I'd like to show Exhibit 44. Could you describe what you see in this image?
That is me, and then that is Officer Irish to the left of the screen.
Okay, just to be clear, to the left of the screen is Officer Irish,
Yes, sir.
and then the other individual, that's you
Yes, sir.
in there? Okay. And you'd agree that is about 2:48 and 19 seconds?
Yes, sir.
Was this image shortly before you left the scene?
Yes, sir.
Right. And then you completed no further work on the case, correct?
Yes, sir.
No further questions for this witness.
Is there any cause? Yes.
Officer Salvosa, is that how you pronounce it?
Yes, sir.
I'm a lawyer for Kim Potter. You know who she is?
Yes, sir.
She was one of your fellow police officers at Brooklyn Center. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
And next to her is Paul Eng, and I believe you've talked to him, have you not, or not?
Possibly, I can't remember, sir.
All right.
I apologize.
In any event, you heard over the radio on this day, about April 11th, that Officer Lucky was doing a traffic stop, correct?
Yes, sir.
And he was he on this, working in Brooklyn Center as you were on that day?
Yes, sir.
And did you know at that time that Officer Lucky's FTO was Miss Potter?
Yes, sir.
And after you heard that he was doing a traffic stop, did you also hear that Sergeant Johnson was going to follow up on it?
I believe so, sir. Yes, sir.
And you decided to drive over that way from where you were at just to see what was going on. Is that fair?
And to assist if I could, sir.
Yes. And you did that, correct?
Yes, sir.
And so at that point in time, when you're driving down that street, the street is, what is the street again?
63rd Avenue.
63rd Avenue. You're going west or east?
West, sir.
You were going west. You were headed towards the traffic stop where you believed that Sergeant Johnson, Officer Potter, and Officer Lucky were there. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
And when you were driving west down that road, you saw a white car from the area of the traffic stop, correct?
Yes, sir.
And you saw that car drive at a high rate of speed right towards the car in front of you, correct?
Yes, sir.
And you saw that for about a block. Would that be fair?
Yes, sir.
And then you saw that vehicle, the white vehicle, go over the boulevard and smash head-on right into that Subaru, correct?
Yes, sir.
So at that point in time, when you stopped your car, you had the knowledge of the traffic stop, 3 officers there, and this fellow, this car, you saw take off towards you at a high rate of speed from the traffic stop, go over a lane and hit a car head-on in your city, correct?
Yes, sir.
Did that alarm you at all?
Very much, sir.
And is that why you drew your gun and said, show me your hands or get out of the vehicle? Was that the reason?
Yes, sir.
Were you trained to do what exactly you did there, sir?
Yes, sir.
And when you kept saying, what were you saying when you had your gun pointed? You wanted him to get out of the car, correct?
Yes, sir. I believe it was put your hands up, put your hands up. At one point, I believe I said, get out of the car so we can help him.
And this was a car that you could not see in the back seat, correct?
Yes, sir.
And all you could see, if anything, would be the waving of the hands of the passenger, correct?
Yes, sir.
And the passenger was not following your orders, correct?
Yes, sir.
For a period of time that we watched the video, correct?
Yes, sir.
And finally, she did get out of the car, correct?
Yes, sir.
And after that, you were able to get the driver out of the car, and we saw at the end of that video that the police officers, the ER, what are they called, the emergency doctors or
Paramedics, sir.
paramedics, thank you. The paramedics were working on Daunte Wright. You brought yourself over to help them. And was that what you were trained to do?
Yes, sir. I believe my medic bag arrived first before the paramedics were even there.
Okay. And before the paramedics arrived, were other officers working on Daunte Wright?
Yes, sir.
And what were they doing?
Assessing his injuries, trying to figure out how best to treat his injuries and save his life, sir.
Trying to save his life, correct?
Yes, sir.
To revive him, correct?
Yes, sir.
So all in all, after you're on the scene, was it approximately 15, 20 minutes? I'll withdraw that. When did you first learn that this was an officer-involved shooting?
I don't know exactly. It would be much later.
Okay, how much later? Do you remember? Was it after you left the scene of the traffic accident?
It would be before that, shortly before that. I think when starting to piece it together, obviously when we were able to find out that obviously he had been shot, and I believe I was talking to one of the cops and said he got shot. He's shot, and it happened between there and here. So
Okay. May I have a moment, Your Honor?
Yes.
While you were there, did you see movement of the driver at all in the beginning?
can you clarify in the beginning of what part, sir?
Oh, I'm sorry. When you first arrived, when you saw the accident, you saw the car coming towards, and by the way, if that Subaru wasn't in front of you, that car probably would have hit you, is that right?
Actually calls for speculation.
He was here, he saw it, Your Honor.
Well, the objection is sustained.
All right. In any event, when you stopped your vehicle and you had your gun there, did you see movement of the driver?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And that would be indicating that at that point in time, the driver was still alive, correct?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir. That's all I have, Judge.
All right. Is there any redirect?
Officer Salvosa, when did you get the first hint that this was an officer-involved shooting?
Probably shortly after they had taken him out of the car, and piecing it together. As far as officially, not until they told me that I was a witness
Sure.
and had to be.
Yeah, less than official. Did you talk to any witnesses that caused you to believe that it was an officer-involved shooting?
I did not talk to any witnesses that led me to believe it was an officer-involved shooting, no.
Not Katie Bryant?
I did talk to Katie Bryant. Yes, she did say that she believed her son was shot.
Shot by whom?
A police officer.
Could you describe the movement?
Back to this, is hearsay, Your Honor. It's also outside the scope of the cross-examination.
I don't know what your question was. I mean, what is your question?
He's answered my question here.
Okay.
Officer Salvosa, I think I just needed some clarity. What movement of the driver, Mr. Wright, did you actually see when you were holding him at gunpoint?
It's hard to say, but kind of he was moving back and forth and kind of rocking a little bit. It's hard to say specifically because it was obstructed by the passenger, but there was kind of movement of this back and forth a little bit.
Okay, no further questions.
Okay. Thank you, officer. You may step down. Okay, members of the jury, we are going to take a lunch break and we'll get started up at 1:30.
Do you know Daunte Wright?
I do.
And how did you come to know Daunte Wright?
Through social media, through Facebook.
Did you have a relationship with Daunte Wright?
Yes.
And what type of relationship was that?
It was just like a beginning like of a boyfriend and girlfriend relationship.
And you said it was the beginning of a boyfriend-girlfriend relationship. Had you just gotten to know him or meet him recently?
Yeah.
And when I say recently, that was